bride and groom, first by the maid of honor, Jenny Hellum.
Good evening, everybody, and hello to the brand new couple. Well, not terribly brand new, they've been going out for a while. Mr. and Mrs. Nixon. And I had a lot of time to think about what I was going to say. I had a year of, mulling it over, of my mom and my sister asking me, what are you going to say? Are you going to embarrass us all? And that's the last joke, I swear. And I thought about things, and I thought about Beth and I. And I thought about, yeah, we didn't get along when we were kids. And that's kind of an understatement, particularly considering all of you relatives who saw us call each other names. And I'm really glad that we've worked past that. And I thought about Steve, and I thought about Beth, and I thought about how perfect they are for one another. Because one of the things about Beth is she had a tendency to date normal people. And the more I thought about it, the more I thought, Beth doesn't deserve somebody normal, she deserves somebody outstanding. And I'm glad that Steve is that guy. You're the guy who can, because my sister's a worrywart. You're the guy who can pat her hand and say, it's going to be all right. And Beth, you're the guy who can... I'm gender neutral, okay? You're the person who can pat Steve on the back and say, live a little, have some fun. And I'm hoping that that's what the two of you guys can be to one another. You guys can be that complementary element that you need to take a good day and make it wonderful. And that's what you guys have had today. And things have turned out. The rain didn't happen, which, yeah, amen to that. We got bitten by mosquitoes, but that's not a big deal. And it was all worth it to see you crying up there. But seriously, I love you both, and I wish you all the best in the world, and may the force be with you.
At this time, we'd like to have toast to the bride and groom also by the best man, Andy Wright.
Hello. I would like to start off with a rhetorical question. What's gay about two grown men who still have sleepovers and just so happen to have pet names for one another? Snickers and I have been friends since the late 1900s. And in the last 6 years, we've had more sleepovers than I've had combined with all my other friends when I was younger and sleepover age appropriate. Now, that might sound like an exaggeration. It was originally written as one until I started doing the numbers. Steve and I have had over 30 sleepovers in the last 6 years. That's 5 a year. That's 4 more than there are pride parades for actual gay people. In all somewhat seriousness. Ever since I've known Steve, he's always been a very caring, compassionate, and sincere person. And when I think back to all my other friends from my childhood, like Zach, Screech, Slater, Jesse, etc., only a few stand out, and Steve is the embodiment of why anybody remembers anybody from their childhood. And I would say something cliche like, I can't think of two people more perfect for one another, but then what hope does that leave for the rest of us? And I'm getting married soon and she's here, so instead I will say that I love you both. I can't think of someone more perfect, or either one of you individually, and Beth, you can eat breakfast with the same time. Can I just hang on to this? So what did you guys think? Good? Good. It was great.